Hi, hi. This is a video message, so to speak. I thought I'd give you just a quick hello for those of you who have not yet that I haven't had the chance to meet in person. Just to say hi. I do consider myself the temporary chair because, of course, I can remain chair if nobody else steps up for it. But I thought I would just start this off and then hand it over to the community, which is something which would be desirable and ideal. So what is it that I wanted to say? I wanted to say thank you for joining. It's about 17 of us. And thank you to the person, I think it was Martin Boykt, who has filled out a form. 1 out of 17, what can I say? And Martin raised a few questions and he says, okay, I cannot step up as a chair until I know what are the chair duties. So from my understanding of the community organization is fairly loose. We need to decide what we want the chair to do. And having started this off myself, I can envision, we can check, of course, with the W3C people, but I think what we need to we need to decide what we want to achieve and then decide how we want to achieve it. I don't think that's something that a chair should decide, because a chair cannot achieve anything or not much by themselves. This is why I much rather get everybody's input. I think it's okay for those of us who do not have much time just to stand by and take a look. But since we are members, we need to provide input, even if we have just 2 seconds, 5 minutes. Every so often we need to just show, hey, I am here, I'm following the discussion. I don't have time for this now, but this is what I would like to get out of this group. This is what I'd like to do. So I have set out a set of temporary rules, which of course I don't mind if people want to scrap or modify. The rules is, as long as everybody does something, I'm happy, and we should be happy that we are achieving something. I'm not sure if this is coherent, but yay. I think it's we are among friends, right? So what can I say? So let's do something proportionally to our time availability and things. My personal goal with this is try to I go back to something that I was doing before. I was before doing some related activity to I complain about the fact that I cannot use this RDF and things. I would like to use it, but I can't. Seems to be quite a lot of good software out there, but with a few exceptions, with actually quite a lot of exceptions. So there, we seem to share, the members of this community so far, the interest in improving the high level user experience of semantic web technologies. I think I have seen some agreement that yes, it would be good. How can we achieve that? By issuing some recommendation, by studying what we know, what we do, and saying to developers, if you're doing semantic web interfaces, this would help users who do not have technical knowledge of the system to use it. So it shouldn't be too difficult. It is, it could almost be sketched out of as a common sense thing for those of us who have some user interface experience or user interaction experience. You can probably do it without much thinking. But while we are at it, and because so many of us are from the academic field, and we have some ways of formalizing recommendation, wouldn't it be nice if we also had a minimum methodology and minimum reliability, so that whosoever says your recommendations are rubbish, and we have likely people will come back to us saying, you know, where did you get these recommendations from? We can say, well, we can justify this is what we're recommending because this is what we've done. So let's develop a minimum structure for what we're doing. Other than that, we can just gather what comes up and put it in a report and say, this is what we've been doing. So my personal desire for this group is to do something. In our case, Heiko and Roberto and I are doing this journal. Of course, everyone else, by the way, thank you very much for those who have volunteered to be reviewers. But of course, it would be nice if any member of the community would do something, and then we can all report back. And even if only just a few things are done, that's also good. So this was just a little message. I thought it was going to be quick, but it's already 5 minutes of ranting. Yes, it was just a quick message for to say hi and show my face to those who I have never met, and to say please do fill out the form if you can. If you don't like the form, just throw in a paragraph on the document I'm sharing with this link saying, can you please just say something. Say, hey, I'm here, I like what you're doing, I don't care what you're doing, just keep me informed, or I would like to do something in 6 months of this kind. You know, that would be great, so that we can all put. So no particular time commitment required, but please do respond in some form and contribute in some form, whatever form you like, to this exchange. I don't particularly like this meetings, synchronous stuff, because there's so many of us in different time zones. I prefer a synchronous mode of working. So this is why I've created a form and a document and a wiki page or whatever we have. But if any of us would like to call a meeting with any of other us, that would also be good, I think, as long as everyone else is invited. So please check out this tentative schedule rules. Please do chip in. I think it is fair to ask that every member should contribute something to this mission. Whatever is it that you want to do, and whatever is it that how you want to do it, go ahead, be creative, but do keep us informed so that we can consider it a group activity as opposed to an individual activity. And other than that, I wish you a very good time ahead, whatever is it that you're doing and wherever you are. And I hope some people will be available to co-chair, to be a rotating chair. If none of you is available to be a rotating chair, I will continue to chair until someone says I'm going to be chair for a while. So it will be open. I will be available, and my job as a chair will be to make sure that we gather together, we kind of try to pull together the outcomes of whatever related activities we are each involved, and then eventually we issue recommendations, some recommendations. We do not have a particular time frame for that, but I think 6 months to a year to see whether we are actually doing something would be a good start, and then decide from there. So thank you. I speak to you soon.